Last week, Minecraft finally dropped its 1.16 Nether update full of amazing new blocks, mobs and sounds, so I thought what better way to celebrate this than to spend 30 hours of my weekend recreating Pigstep, the new music disc with only noises found in the Nether. As usual, you can skip ahead to the timecode on the screen to go straight to the music, but the more you watch the whole video where I explain how I got each sound, the more of those many hours I spent in this that I get back. If you want to support me further, feel free to drop a like, subscribe if you enjoy all of my content and want to see more, and follow my socials down below. So if you're familiar with Pigstep, you know that it's an absolute banger of a song. That catchy melody, thick bass, and of course the complex percussion all make the song slap hard. So let's break it down and assign some Minecraft sounds to each instrument. Starting off with the percussion, at the very bottom is the kick. Since they're a new mob, I figured the hoglin would pull this sound off pretty well. In fact, I didn't even need to change that at all. Above the kick is the snare, which like I've done in previous videos, I'll use the sound of a blaze getting smacked. Once again, no changes needed. Usually the next bit of percussion would be a hi-hat, but Pigstep uses a shaker instead. Either way, let's use the sound of fire being put out, just cut shorter. Now this is where things start to get interesting. The rest of the percussion is full of clicks and clacks used to fill out the song. The first of those is a clave-like instrument, and the closest thing I have to that is using the flint and steel to light a nether portal. I might add a bit of reverb later on, but for now that works pretty well. Next up is this rim shot click sound, which I reckon the wither skeleton would be good for. After I pitch it around in the song, that'll work nicely. Coming in hot for the next sound is the magma cube, which I'll use for the quiet toms used sparingly throughout the song, just pitch to more different notes. At 2 points in Pigstep, there's this rising suspended cymbal bit, so what I'll do for that is use one of the ambient noises of the Wart forest biome, which sounds like this. Filling out the song is this constant sound like brushes on a snare drum. Surprisingly, soul sand being placed and broken played at a quiet dynamic sounds exactly like this. I'm actually really happy with how well that works. Finally, to recreate that crackling lo-fi style effect used throughout Pigstep, I'll use the sound of fire crackling. Once again, this little touch really makes a big difference to the piece, trust me. Okay, so now that we've got all the percussion done, it's time to do the melodic instruments. First up is of course that iconic bass that starts off the song, and once again, since they're a new mob, I'll give this one to the zoglin. It's a short sound, but that shouldn't matter for this song. At some points throughout the piece, the bass becomes louder and distorted. To mimic this, let's use the zoglin's humanized buddy, the zombie piglin. Rest in peace, zombie piglin, by the way. Continuing on is the piano that plays the chords at the start of the piece and the melody that comes in not long after. This is the sound that I'll have to modify the most, so bear with me. What I'll do is grab the sound of a ghast moaning, cut it shorter, reverse it so the note fades out, and stretch it to double its length so it rings out for longer. For the synthesized chords played later in the song, let's use another ghast sound, except this time I won't reverse it so that it can maintain that smooth fade in. Above the chords is the arpeggiating synth line that appears near the end of the bridge. Since I want to try use every nether pig mob, I'll hand this one over to the piglins. Up higher, this should work really well. Finally, at the top of the entire piece is of course the melody at the bridge section. Striders seem kinda lonely in the nether, so let's brighten up their day and let them play it. It's a short sample of audio, but it still does the trick. And there we have it, all 15 instruments of Pigstep have been recreated. Now all I gotta do is assign them to the right notes and edit the final video. Speaking of which, you can find the music only version for all your playlist needs at the top of the description. Anyways, without further ado, here is Pigstep by Lena Rain recreated with only Minecraft Nether sounds. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. I knew you would. Pigstep is too good of a song to not listen through till the end. If you enjoyed my remake, make sure you smash that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe too. By the way, if you enjoy listening to my voice or have enjoyed my past gaming videos on this channel, I've just started a new gaming channel that you can find the link to on the screen. Go subscribe there if you want to watch content similar to that of Wadzy, Dream and Laserbeam. I'll talk more about that in next week's video though. Anyways, that's all from me. Stay safe and I'll see you next time.